And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Stroud. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff. He
rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 32 that time. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Looking to throw. Parker. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From a yard out. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw
the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Stroud now. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown. 67 yards. And it's the PAT. And we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. They'll keep it on the ground. Casey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. It's Casey, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Casey. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barker. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, we keep stats on everything, Baldwin. This is one that you don't want to have. That's a 2nd drop right here in the 1st quarter.
I was going to say only in the 1st quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And he's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Houston set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barry. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Through one quarter, 14-7. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Throwing now is Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw on second down, Barker. That is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Barker. That is caught. He'll have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, 76 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Off the play fake. Barker. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
It's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again. Barker. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Barker. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Barker. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Stroud backed up near his goal line. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in there.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Stroud looking to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Stroud working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It got his man complete. And finally brought down at the 38. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Barker. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The receiver there already has 1 touchdown in this first half. The 2nd one not to be.
Their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead.